Greetings, Cape Crusaders. Legendary Badass here, watching with you, hopefully on Hulu, Batman and Robin from 1997. This is a movie that I have not seen before in its entirety. I've seen videos poking fun at it. I remember when it came out, I think it was Gene Shalit, somebody on one of the morning, GMA Today Show type things said that it was like going to McDonald's and getting McDonald's. He got what he expected out of this movie. And I have avoided it. I think it is time that we rip that Band-Aid off and we watch Batman and Robin. And maybe you've seen it before, and that's why you'll want to listen along with this commentary track as I squeal and squirm in my seat. I've got the Rockstar energy drink, zero sugar with me, along with popcorn. But first, shout out to my buddies over at CalderaLab.com, makers of the finest skincare for men. It'll have you aging like George Clooney, okay? So, we're watching on Hulu. Cue up to 0000, and man, this is over 2 hours long. Hit play now. Okay, we got the Warner Brothers Pictures, the Time Warner Entertainment Company, fourth installment in the Batman franchise that began with 1989. Okay, it's starting off kind of like Batman Forever, the morphing into the logo, except it's a little frozen. Joel Schumacher film. And here comes some red. Arnold Schwarzenegger top billing. Why not? He's a huge star. George Clooney is a TV star. In fact, I really question how George Clooney is able to remain relevant. It seems as though he has the best publicist money can buy. Just think about it. What hits does he really have? I think his Ocean's 11 films are his biggest hits, and they're kind of based on him having famous friends. So it is quite confusing. Oh, hey, we have joined the Batman logo with a Robin logo. I think they made a it almost looks like the crocodile from Lacoste in the middle there, but we're showing off the we've got butt shots, the cod piece, and more butt shots. And yeah, okay, we get it. Each of you has to have a belt. Ka-ching, ka-ching. So snappy. Yeah, okay, we got enough batarangs, don't we? Is it a Robin ring? If Robin has it, based on the DC Comics. Finally, not based on magazines from DC Comics. And the new Batmobile, still an elaborate Batcave, looks a little different. George Clooney is Bruce Wayne in real life. All of the Batman movies we've watched so far for these recent commentaries, the cowl has come under the nose. There's a bit of a nose catch. I don't believe our Pats has the nose catch. This Batmobile's a one-seater. I want a car. Chicks dig the car. This is why Superman works alone. Already weaving Superman into this. So I shared universe with Christopher Reeve Batman films. Superman. As I was doing that, I was trying to think, you want to say Christopher Reeve because it's George Reeves, I believe. So it's Christopher Reeve. And most people get that wrong. I want a car because I have a motorcycle that comes out of a coffin. Did it need to be in the coffin? Now, clearly, this follows Batman Forever. We have the same Robin, prominent role. Same Alfred. I think Commissioner Gordon. Oh, Alfred, is he break his dentures there? He looked a little distressed. Frozen Antiquities. So Commissioner Gordon is talking to him Very 60s Batman, but also kind of remind me of Austin Powers here, where Basil Exposition talks on the screen in the Jaguar. Open canopy, 6 flames coming out the back. Wow, this Batmobile is bad. You know, previously we had the villain doing the villain thing, and then Batman shows up. Now we have to watch Batman go through it. Oh, man. When you freeze things in plastic ice, maybe it's hard to take it seriously. Of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Bane, or sorry, he would have made for Bane, I guess, right? And it's weird to think that Bane is in this. No, the CGI freezing there really wasn't too bad, but why waste Arnold on Mr. Freeze? And then it's such a weird Mr. Freeze outfit too. You expect more of a glass dome over the face. This looks like his face is exposed with everything around him being completely needless. Like there's some kind of small thing on his back, but I'm not seeing like a big tank of coolant, you know? Oh my god. Batman, it just surfed down a Brachiosaurus. Like the goddamn Flintstones. And it was shaking as he was doing it too. It's a museum. Oh, how the hell did he... Okay, I don't even think you guys caught this shit, but Robin just broke through a door and left like a Bat Robin symbol of some kind in it as he broke through. I break it, you buy it. Man, this is corny. Okay, so we have a hockey team of Yetis. Oh, guys, I got a supermodel texting me on Instagram. I need to tend to this. Okay. The hockey team from hell that froze over, I guess. That didn't make too much sense there, Robin. Oh, now the guards want a piece. But it's like Mr. Freeze has superhuman strength because he's Arnold Schwarzenegger. So that's not really the way Mr. Freeze should function. I think the case could probably be made the last great Arnold movie, probably True Lies. Though I did enjoy End of Days. But there's kind of some room between there where things are questionable. I wonder if this kind of accelerated his decline here because he's 50 years old here. So it's like, how much more action movie stuff could he really be doing? At the same time, he's sending up the action movies. 93 with Last Action Hero. Weird catch right there, by the way. That was not smooth. He's probably thinking, hey, there's not a lot more action left. You see Jurassic Park, the writing's on the wall. The effects are going to take over. Why not ingratiate yourself a little with a comic book property before it's cool? Before it's as cool as super mainstream as it is now. It's easy for Batman to be mainstream because he doesn't have outlandish powers about. What the hell, this is before X-Men 2000. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age? Was it the Ice Age or was it the meteor? Was it a meteor or an asteroid that hit him, or does it matter? Yeah, you really taught that fake dinosaur mannequin boss, I guess. Oh, hey, Mr. Freeze has a vehicle. He has to steal this giant diamond, I guess. Or does he not want it? Because it kind of looks like Mr. Freeze just wants to get away. Pole vault. Wow, that was not as cool as he thought it was. You know what Mr. Freeze looks like? He looks like... Was it Dynamo from The Running Man? He even has like a goofy-ass car, too. A Christmas tree. Okay, what is he doing? Is it a drill? Okay, we have seen Robin fly/glide by wire a little much already. No, wait. He has a rocket. Wow, this is 97. This is like what Dr. Evil would do. And I don't even think Austin Powers has hit theaters yet at the time this released. Or it'd be close. Well, really not too bad of an effect there. As the rocket goes up. Oh, you just froze his hands against the wall. Via like close up and then like finished effect, you know. Why is this Mr. Freeze guy so evil? So intent on it, your heart will freeze. Freeze well. Is everything he's gonna say a ice pun? Oh wow. There's a glider, and boy do those wings not look capable of doing what he thinks he's gonna do with that glider. Batman and Robin doing quite a bit of bickering already, aren't they? Kind of would think they got that out of their system. Yeah, but it's okay because it's a new Batman, right? He's installing a Bata bomb. Oh my, what? And they are surfing to the ground. Okay, real talk. Their free fall surfing back to Gotham might be as good of effects as you would find in Avengers movies these days. Seriously. This is no better or worse than the crap you see in the Avengers. Cowabunga? I have subtitles on. I thought I heard a scream, but its subtitle said Cowabunga. Alright, he's going to use the freeze blast to break his fall. No, seriously, like, this is goofy as hell, but at the same time, technically quite impressive. What the? Hey, that furnace, this, like, smokestack he just fell into, didn't they use that same place in Batman Forever at the very end? You know, the watery grave awaits below. I'm going to drop the Nicole Kidman and Batboy. The hell's all these vault doors? He really had this escape plan, didn't he? Stay cool, bird boy. You know, you put Arnold in this suit. Why not modulate the voice a little bit different? Not have him sound just like Arnold, but, you know, synthetic Arnold. Chase the villain or save the boy? Well, he's fine. He's frozen. Oh, there's going to be a lot of Arnold laughing in there. Which I'm kind of confused why this room is frozen before he blasted it any. Oh, Batman's strength. Come on, it's Robin plus he's frozen. Just picks him up like nothing. Hey, in the comics, I think Detective Comics 27 in his first appearance, it's explained that Batman worked out till he was the strongest man on Earth. I'm pretty sure he's lifting a 1,000-pound barbell with like one hand in the panel. Did we get him? What do you think? Smash cut to the jungle. Uma Thurman was quite the big deal at this time. 1997 also had Gattaca, which, for my money, I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to say Gattaca's her best movie. Yeah, better than Kill Bill's, better than Pulp Fiction. And I believe it lost money. Dr. Woodrow, something, Matter Mysterious, Gilgamesh Wing. There was talk of a Gilgamesh in the Eternals I watched, which was ass. Actually, I watched the Eternals and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Rings, and it wasn't that long ago, and I remember almost nothing about them, and I'm not sure which one I dislike more. I think Shang-Chi was actually worse. Alright, we have smoky room here so that we can hit that with that laser. We've got generals from various countries watching. Antonio's cranial cavity. What's up with this little scrawny dude? Oh, we're putting the mask up. This is Bane, huh? We got the Lucha Libre mask. Hey, say what you will. At least it's a Bane that involves Venom. And Bane in the Batman the Animated Series was a tough customer. He just straight clothesline Batman. It was brutal. I think that Bane... I think the Venom thing for him, it was like patches he was using to cheat in the Autumn games. Now, who plays this Bane here? That's probably a wrestler. Oh, the music is trying so hard. So I guess Poison Ivy's like the... almost the Igor to this Frankenstein sort of mad scientist. Over the top douche. Oh yeah, we're representing all the evil countries over there in the peanut gallery. 10 million, you can get yourself some Venom soldiers. Well, that's where the bidding starts. You don't have enough for this to go around to all the buyers? Does she need to be hiding as she observes this? Is she not an employee, like one of the few people who works at this facility? Oh, come on, he's showing off his strength. The shackles can't hold him back. That's why they want these soldiers, right? Dr. Isley. Is that Poison Ivy's name? I'm not sure. I believe there's a thing about Poison Ivy. I can't remember quite what it is. Maybe she was created in the Batman 66 show, or she wasn't featured in it. It was one of the two. Seems to get killed off in Batman Arkham Knight. Sort of a sacrificial move. She's going to turn him in for corrupting Mother Nature, science, whatever. You have to die now. I'm going to push you into this table, and that should do the trick. Hell, I'm just going to push all the chemicals on you. It'll either kill you or make you into something cool or cringy. Snakes on the face. The poisons and toxins are burning a grave for her. She's sinking below the surface. And yeah, he's acting psychotic. Psychotic / campy, that will be the tone. Victor Freeze, 2-time Olympic decathlon. So we are saying he's strong. Wife contracted a disease. She looks super hot. Had to freeze her. Had a mishap. Oh yeah, it's so good that we have a surveillance footage that pans down as he slips into this vat. Cryosolution mutated his body. She's presumed dead, but they don't know where she is. He needs extreme cold to stay alive, and he uses this diamond to make things happen. I guess I don't fully understand how the diamond does that. And, like, does the diamond run out of energy? Doesn't really seem like it contains energy. So their thinking is he's simply just robbing jewelry places for the ice. Well, this shot right here looks more like the familiar Batman to us, doesn't it? We're getting a little away from... you just got to scale back some of the neon, right? Turn off this... I actually had a neon light on as I was saying that, but I didn't notice it because there's so much neon before. Now look, there is a way to do Batman where you could have George Clooney as Bruce Wayne, and I totally buy it. And then you could have somebody else as Batman. Oh, we're having a flashback here. This Alfred was with Bruce for a long time. Not the worst way to convey a memory. The fade out. All right, so you're going to ship Bane to the general that's buying Bane specifically? Or why don't you just, hey, I'll give all your soldiers the treatment. Now you've got the super army. Okay, she has reemerged from this hole. Just kind of sprouted up. Clothes are a little cut. It's not a bad look for her. By the way, what's her daughter's name on Stranger Things? She plays Robin on Stranger Things, right? And here she's fighting Robin, huh? But yeah, mom's hotter than the daughter. That generally is the case anymore these days because it's like, not that Uma Thurman ever looked that amazing, but when the mom looks good, how much better looking is there room for the daughter to look? I mean, think about it. Maya Hawke, that's it, right? Yeah, would pass. Give him the kiss of death over here, huh? Turn your tongue green. I'm poison. All right, so it's time to be the flamboyant vamp, I guess. Okay, so her motivation is for the plant uprising. Plants don't quite move fast enough to pose a threat to humanity. Is this guy still flexing? Snowy Cones ice cream. Why, the perfect hideout for Mr. Freeze, right? Guys, this is the tacky type of thing that happens when you have kids, and then the kids are like, Daddy, can you make a movie I can go to? And then this is what you get. What the hell is going on here? Are they eating frozen dinners or trying to? But they didn't eat them. And I think that could be Vivica A. Fox. I'm pretty sure it is. And I have no idea what the hell she's playing. Or why he has a side girl here when... I'm pretty sure the concept is that his wife's frozen. Energy is something. You use the crystal to make power. So, or hold on, the diamond. But what happens to the diamond? Well, he's saying he needs multiple diamonds for the freezing engine. All right, so plan to freeze Gotham to hold them ransom so that he can have billions of dollars to complete his research, find a cure. Telling this to a guy who, being an employee, probably already knows. So he's really speaking to the audience, myself, because I haven't actually seen this before. All right, so there's his hot wife. Who looks Norwegian. Okay, so he wants to cure his wife's disease. That's why he's kind of kept her in a state. She's not frozen, but she's in I don't know, maybe that's a cooled liquid. Maybe that's below freezing. Temperature of water, anyhow. All right, the estate. You know what? It kind of looks to me like we're using the same exterior Wayne Manor as we had in Batman Forever, which is certainly different than what we had previously. Schoolgirl knocks on the door. Alfred's like, hey, I dozed off. Hey, don't worry, it only happened first time in 30 years. You're slipping, old man. Okay, we just got this shot up at Alicia Silverstone, like you're supposed to think she's the hottest thing. Uncle Alfred. Now, I have to question how the origin story played out here for Poison Ivy. What's her official canon origin story? Not that there's canon anymore. Comics, they keep rebooting things, Reddit. But Batgirl is supposed to be Commissioner Gordon's daughter, Barbara. This girl's name's Barbara, but her name's not Barbara Gordon, is it? Instead of Commissioner Gordon's daughter, it's Alfred Pennyworth's niece. I see leaves on the ground, so it's fall, right? All right, so you're in town and you showed up in your school uniform. You going to school later today? What the hell? Oh, hey, he's finally fixed up the motorcycle he was supposed to be fixing up last movie, huh? At least we carried that thread along. She's going to stay here. Does she have stuff? I didn't see luggage. My whole family is in the butler business. Fax machines on elephants? Yeah, sure, honey. Man, at what point where faxes are pretty much out by the time this movie's released, right? I mean, there's not a ton of faxing going about. I think I had to fax a letter, like a like an NDA for Tosh.0, or maybe it was Nate Berkus' show. I think maybe both of them. Can't recall. By the way, coming up on 10 years since my last TV appearance. Would like to get back in at least the shape I was at that point. So near six-pack would be good. And I am eating popcorn as I say this and drinking a Rockstar. Oh, she planned on escaping. She came to tuck in Alfred so she could jet. Already had the rope of bed sheets made, and she's got a motorcycle helmet. It's like Robin. Everybody wants to leave this place. I don't know why. Wayne Manor seems kind of cool to me. I'll stay. You know, this shot here, aside from excessively canted, very reminiscent of the 89 Batman. I mean, like, we got the leathered up cops on the street. Looks like we're on a set. Alright, so we got Poison Ivy putting on a blonde wig so that nobody knows she's already not famous. Do we need a disguise? Oh, it looks like we're using Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logic there with Bane. Put a trench coat and a fedora on, and nobody can recognize you. Leave on the mask. Gotham Observatory on top of a giant-ass statue. Practical as all hell. Okay, so Bruce Wayne's got a new girl here. Oh, there's Gossip Gertie. Is it Gertie or Gertie? With a T. But a new girlfriend is another tall chick. So we're working the 6-foot women in this movie. Elle Macpherson? I think so. And she's just going to stand there and look goofy? It was like George Clooney giving the interview here. What? Yeah, I'm a bachelor. So she might be applying some pressure there to get married? Pamela Isley. Okay, so she's put on a disguise to look like her pre-transformed self, the mousy botanist. Okay, what did I miss here? Why is she going to Bruce Wayne? Maybe I wasn't paying good enough attention here, but why was Poison Ivy going to Bruce Wayne to protest searching for the stars at the observatory? Was there a crate or something in the lab that said Wayne Enterprises? No one's taking her threat seriously. You must be new in town. Batman and Gotham? Batman and Robin protect us, huh? Even from plants and flowers. Okay, that invitation looks like it was sent by Riddler. Alright, so there's going to be a dress-up charity auction. Lots of high society get-togethers in these Batman films. A little soliloquy to ourselves right here, hoping no one else is listening to our plan. Pretty cringy way to write your movie, kids. I don't entirely hate the makeup they have on Mr. Freeze, but it doesn't entirely make sense without the dome and all this other... Why every one of these movies, somebody has to have a TV with like 6 screens on it looking at the same thing? Henchman just came by to give him some important news, and he's like, no, I'm watching family videos, sorry. I don't think that's Rebecca Romaine. May not have been Rebecca Romaine Stamos at the time. I don't think it is. It doesn't look too far off. Bruce Wayne loans diamond to Flower Ball. Loans it? I thought we were auctioning it off. Okay, some of this exterior stuff is kind of cool. I mean, I'm not sure what exactly that was I was looking at. We're swooping in like a bird. But you had some cars going by. Not necessarily people on the street, but I wasn't under the impression it was all computer. Of course, we have a big theme night for the auction. It looks more like the type of show one would attend on a cruise ship than a high society charity auction. Alright, so is this big enough ice to bring out Mr. Freeze? I think that's Batman's plan, right? Alright, yeah, it is. I think he'll take the bait and he'll be here. Their costumes really accentuate the junk. Gossip Getty? I saw T's. Did it say Gertie? Getty? Alright, so they're bidding on these gals. Dates with the women? Or are we bidding on the diamond? Weird ass auction. Okay, somehow this gorilla abominable snowman Yeti costume has captivated everybody's attention. You know, the size of it, you think, okay, there's Bane inside there, but no, it looks like it's Poison Ivy. And the music has changed in the room. So did she hire the staff? Like, does she have multiple hitmen, henchmen, henchwomen, women? Okay, so she has a trippy, hallucinogenic blowing of a kiss move. So maybe that's how she got everybody to play the music she wants. I don't know, I'm getting kind of hocus pocus vibes here. I put a spell on you. Now everybody wants to fight over her. Okay, just because the Chippendales guys over here in the loincloths were at the party, I don't think that makes them her henchmen. Yeah, if there's something that the preteen boys who want to see Batman action want to see in the theaters, it's elongated sequence of Poison Ivy showing up. I have a feeling she is taller than Chris O'Donnell. And George Clooney, for that matter. Or quite possibly. Okay, her CGI smoke mist that she has, not any worse than what you would find today. Everyone under the spell, she's just able to walk in here and take this diamond. Oh, she's wearing it. Now people want to bid on an evening with her? $500K, 1997. You don't have 2 million. 4 million? 5 million? 7 million? Oh my god. So that's the Bat credit card I've been hearing about. He whips out a black card of Batman and it makes a ka-ching sound. Oh my god. And look at this entrance, perfectly sized for Mr. Freeze's, I don't know, bulldozer apparatus machine. Come on, Poison Ivy, just blow some perfume his way. We gotta protect Gossip Gertie. Oh yeah, those kicks really connected. That's some Robin action right there. That's okay. Got some kicks. Oh my god, we just had a slip on a banana peel sound effect. I don't understand. Like, there was a jungle woman just threw him a vine to use. Oh no, watch out, Arnold. He's blowing at you. Doesn't look... He's cold-hearted, so it doesn't work on him. Interesting. That's my exit cue. Thanks. I'm surprised he didn't work an ice pun in there. Oh, there we go. Cool party. Right, okay. I mean, I'm somewhat glad Batman's not using that weird prototype costume he had in the last movie. But Robin's lacks any of the green or yellow, and it's just black and red. Okay, so Bane was in one of the monkey outfits. I don't know, was she impressed by Mr. Freeze, so now she needs to work with him? Sweet God, there are some giant-ass statues in Gotham. Look at this. You ever go down the highway and you swerve to miss the giant head in the road? Man, you're banking on the ability to punch a hole through that noggin. And then man, the audacity of this guy. He just wants to go drive down a statue. Like, screw the road. Now look, I'll give you this. The CGI vehicles, yeah, it looks a little better these days, right? But a lot of this actually looks, from a pure technical standpoint, better than the effects that you saw in the previous Batman films. I'll say it. Redbird engine disengage. Batman shut off Robin's engine to keep him out of danger, so he's really just a liability. Why have Robin with you at all? Looks like Robin's doing the Anakin Skywalker heel turn here. He always bosses me around. It's never fair. Is he going to give a lecture on ice? It gets everywhere. Oh no, you froze the Batmobile. Okay, so I guess knocked out Mr. Freeze and you're showing him off to the camera? Like, what, you're posing with the buck you shot? Like, what is that? All right, so they're having a lecture on who is the leader. Robin has a fair point here, if we're being honest with ourselves. They're not working together as a team. Instead, Batman's mostly treating him like a liability. Which means he may as well not show up if part of the chase is also saving Robin. Which is all we've seen so far from Robin. Oh, super important that we burn this CD. Man, that is a weird looking computer. It's got like an LCD screen in 1997. Which I guarantee you is not going to look good. But it's got like a disc in the center that you pop out. Alfred's servant quarters / office is pretty impressive. Why are you talking some morbid over here, Alfred? What the hell did we just look at? Was that Bruce remembering something, or was it a projection on a screen to illustrate a point? Could be wrong, but I think we've retained the car garage from Batman Forever. It looks about the same here. Oh, Barbara has returned. Took off of a motorcycle and... Oh, yeah. Did she just give a hi-ya and flip Robin? London's kind of rough. Are you supposed to be British? I didn't really, conflate Southern California clueless for British over here. All right, well, at least we're at Arkham Asylum. What could go wrong here? Actually, we have Freeze captured. They're treating him well enough. They've got him in a freezer. I mean, it's punishment, but you'll live, right? The cold beam. Man, they found some tall guys to push Arnold Schwarzenegger around. Wow, this is weird. If he walks outside the cold beam, he can't get far, huh? So you have a room, but you can only stand in one 3x3 grid. I think that was rather Burton looking, Burton-esque with the set over there, sort of a wide shot, dolly up, trying to show Mr. Freeze is weak and small, looking up at the guards, who look gigantic. Turkish bath, do not enter. This movie is rated PG. I don't think it's PG-13. Well, look at that. Is that our neon gang from Batman Forever? Though now quite differently dressed, a little more neon. But a more uniform approach to the sugar skull paint. I don't know who this guy is. Maybe it's somebody. Maybe there's a name. I mean, there's no shortage of names in this. Vivica A. Fox is coming off Independence Day, which was a huge movie. You would think if she was going to be involved in a Batman project, it would be a pretty significant role. And we may have seen the end of her character here. I mean, Freeze got captured. I haven't seen Vivica A. Fox. Alright, so Bane just defeated the Neon Kids, who have statues. It's a Turkish bath. We gotta turn on the water. Alright, so he stumps a hole in the floor and she's gonna sprinkle seeds. And they're quick-acting seeds, apparently. Ooh, CGI vines. Not the most convincing. You can see how corny this would be if somehow Disney acquired DC Comics and then had this sort of story in a Marvel MCU setting. Oh, Jesus Christ. It might even be cornier than what we're watching right now. Low-res CGI flower. Oh, here we are with Elle Macpherson in front of the huge-ass fireplace. Elle Macpherson, not super hot, really, but I do believe she owns or had owned an Aston Martin DB5 Volante. That'd be a convertible DB5. Yeah, they exist. There ain't many of them. Think James Bond car, but convertible. What the hell? Has poison ivy infiltrated Wayne Manor? Or no, the effects are still lingering with Bruce. He's passing up one 6-foot redhead for another. Or wait a sec. Did he actually kiss Poison Ivy? No, there's a lot of Bruce hallucinating in this movie, evidently. You just mentioned this girl Ivy, but because you're rich, I'm not going to say too much about it. But if we was in the hood, you would get punched. Ah, yeah, she snuck off and took a bike. Well, of course, I thought you knew this. Doing it again, huh? Now you're going to go in pursuit. As with the majority of Batman films, I don't think Batman Returns had a whole lot going with the soundtrack, but I mean, it had a score, but I don't think it had a soundtrack. I don't think it had songs. Whereas Batman, Batman Forever, and this have songs, and they're not exactly duds in this. I think this was one of the first CDs I purchased, was the soundtrack to this. And I'm not really sure why I did it. I think under the assumption that because Batman Forever had such a kick in soundtrack, that surely the next movie would. And there is a theme by the Smashing Pumpkins. I believe that's Coolio right there. I think we just looked up. I think there's a Smashing Pumpkins theme, and on the front it's like the beginning is the end is the beginning, and then there's the end is the beginning is the end. And whichever one the title is, okay, the first track is like your theme for the movie, and then they have like a melancholy version that is sort of the slow down tempo one, and that has been played in a lot of places since, and a lot of people recognize it from use in The Watchmen, which was not a good movie. Yeah, we start our bike race by lifting balloons. Oh my god. Lifting balloons off to the side rather than anything in front of the racers who should be focusing on what's ahead of them. And in the, the grand tradition of these Batman films, low-speed chase. Why, it looks like Robin is involved in this. I think he crashed through and is in the middle of the chase here. I don't think he was at the starting line. Oh no, I just hit this trash can full of packing peanuts. Yeah. Nice try, girly. Okay, whatever. Why are these guys screaming like they're chasing buffalo? Hey, I think that was a graffitied up face of the Joker right there someone just crashed into, if I'm not mistaken. Well, they have to keep talking about her being a girl. Not bad for a chick. Plenty of jumps. Who knows the damn course? How are you supposed to know where you're supposed to go in line for this race? Oh no, someone spun out. And we have guys swoop in with green flame. And once you drive through it, you have to spin out, I guess. For reasons. Okay, so that was also the end of a bridge. So where were they headed? Don't worry, Robin's got you. From here, what do you do? How do you get her up? Why does that composite shot there have to look so jerky? I mean, I get that she was hanging upside down, but you don't have to bob it around like the cameraman on WWE Monday Night Raw. When all the money I need. Take him away from this dismal servitude. Oh. Interesting angle to bring in the, Alfred's a human being too. He doesn't need to be a servant. I'm going to give him a vacation. Interesting angle to kind of confront this butler scheme. Hiding the pain. He's sick. Oh, so he hasn't been telling us about his cancer? Alfred's not sick. He's dying. There's a difference there, Robin. Hung around for a bit after these movies. I think butted up pretty close to 100. You know, Robin and Bruce Wayne largely have the same haircut, except Robin really went for it with those, 90s sideburns. Okay, why is he in the insane asylum with a musical box? Who are these guards? Am I supposed to recognize them? Oh my gosh, you want to come visit the insane asylum dressed like this? I mean, I guess she can because she has the perfume that allows it. Well, these guys aren't doing anything prior to getting hit with the perfume. But then they're super complacent once they do get it. I have a theory. If a hot enough chick shows up at the insane asylum and says she'd want to talk to one of the inmates, they would just go ahead and let her. Uh-oh, she gave him the kiss of death. Criminal property logger. Hey! Two-Face. I see Two-Face jacket. I see Riddler jacket. Any acknowledgement of Penguin, Joker? I don't see any. You took my diamond, kinda, but it impressed me, and now I'm gonna rescue you. Okay, whatever. Bane has retrieved the ice suit. Gotta cool it now. Don't stop. You're gonna lose control. A laundry service that delivers. Wow, that is not the ice punny type of line one would have expected. Go with size smaller, it makes me look slimmer. Oh yeah, that looks so slimming. Running on empty, running on low. I'll help you grab your rocks. So she's going to help him get the diamonds. I don't think we've really stated what it's going in return. Uh-oh, she's upset that he has a wife. She did not do her research on this man. Maybe she just wants to work with him because she can't manipulate him, so he's a challenge. I'm pretending not to be dying, sir. I've seen the best doctors, so I'm definitely dying. I think Alfred sticks with the same wardrobe really throughout all of his Batman films here. Michael Gough or Gough, I'm not sure how we're pronouncing that. If only I could build myself a Alfred suit to fight crime alongside you, Batman. Well, he might even have the same glasses. Freeze has escaped. Really? Oh, hey, that was a miniature. That was miniature AF right there. But not bad. At least they know his headquarters is Snowy Cones. Oh my god, the Photoshop on that looks fake as hell. Heading off on a plane. It's the pair that sprung Freeze, Bane and Poison Ivy. It's weird to think of this as the movie where Batman and Robin take on Poison Ivy and Mr. Freeze. And it's not brought up that, oh yeah, we're throwing Bane under the bus too. Well, look at that. So this is what happened to his wife. And the door's closing. Oh no, someone stop it. Oh wow, they're right under him. Greatest detective in the world. Look underneath you. McGregor syndrome. Conor McGregor. I'm gonna punch you in the face. Man, I would try to do a Conor McGregor impression, but it's everything he says is rated R. You leave, I'll take care of them. Oh, there's the perfume. I guess you can kind of tell when the perfume's going to jump in because the resolution will decrease on screen because they're trying to work in the digital effect there. I mean, all in all, it's a rather sharp picture, bright and vibrant. Are you choking them with freezing? Cops are incredibly useless in Gotham. Grrr. G-R-R-R. All caps. I actually got a response on a YouTube comment today. My Hollow Knight review. Somebody just responded, grrr, like Bane. I never think I'd gotten a comment like that before, and it's so what a coinky dink, as Urkel would say, to be seeing it right now. Give yourself up to you. Avoid the kiss, Robin. How about those cones she has for hair right now? That is a bad idea. It's like a double beehive. Oh no. Batman's under the spell. Okay, so how did he break that? Does every Poison Ivy action figure include Bane? She said so. Wait a minute, does Commissioner Gordon have something to do in this movie? Is he going to push the lever that's going to stop them from freezing to death? You really think that Mr. Freeze is going to have a lever on the wall that will allow for heat in his lair? Okay, so he kicks like one cop and everybody rolls down the stairs comically. Okay, so she's got Robin under the spell, but it didn't seem to work so well on Batman. He didn't share the technique with Robin. Oh, so close to contact. Turning them against each other, but it was kind of going that way without her. Oh, you just threw Robin into some vat. Now he has to be a supervillain. Those are the rules. Alright, so are you Nightwing now? Now that you fell into the, well, it looks kind of like a non-Newtonian liquid. Do you really want me to explain it to you, Gordon? Poison Ivy's still kind of lurking here. Wow, that must have been a hell of a kick. She just like snapped that cable off on Frieza's wife's machine. Does she have a... Is that pendant needed? Like, I don't get it. It's hard to tell how much movie's left. I don't feel like this is heading anywhere. You lie. I have her pendant as proof. Oh, okay. Blame it on Batman. Not the worst move. I mean, you could have cut off a finger and brought me the finger. We've also... That works. Shed a crystallized tear, huh? Oh, now you gotta kill all of Gotham now, huh? Even though you already seem to have plans to freeze everybody? An endless winter won't necessarily kill everybody. Besides, we already had a winter movie, Batman Returns. I do recall her pointing at herself going, Mother Nature. And then I think it kind of cut there abruptly, like, don't mess with Mother Nature in, like, the TV spots. If you freeze everything, my mutant plants can take over. Though plants don't typically thrive in the winter. Only 2 people left in the world. You'll have to love me, even though you're cold-hearted. Where is Wayne Manor? This looks like it might actually be American. It doesn't quite look like the sort of castle you get out of the Nolan films. His Wayne Manor, as shown. Sorry, nothing really I can do. I think that's what the doctor just said. Pretty much like, just make sure he's comfortable. Oh, wow, Bruce Wayne. He's got the tux and he's got the overcoat. Where are you headed, Bruce? McGregor syndrome. Hold on. Is that the same thing that Frieza's wife had? You want to capture Ivy for yourself? Oh my god. in fairness to Robin, she's shown a little more affection Robin's way. I want a Robin signal in case Commissioner Gordon wants explicitly to talk to me about you. Oh, man, this is... You know what? This is like... Batman Forever was more corny than I expected. But it was more fun than this. I have a gun under the pillow? No? You must do something for me. I cannot self-terminate? What are we going to say? Find my brother Wilfred. Your uncle, wherever he is. How many brothers are in the family for her to be, the niece of, right? Only family can be trusted. To become the next Alfred? Like, what are we doing? Two good men I have the honor of calling son. What? Gave her something to give to Wilfred. Wilfred and Alfred. Who the hell is her dad? Alright, so we're back at the observatory. Are we about to wrap this shit up? A new telescope. Wow. So the funding did go to the stars. Elle Macpherson is showing off the ladies. I think there's Gossip Gertie again. Yeah, Gertie. I see it. Gerty. You know, Dr. Ivy's glasses here are probably, mousy librarian glasses in 97, but they're sort of in vogue now. The, thicker plastic-like frame is so the way people go now. Not that it's necessarily my, anything I favor. Dude, Commissioner Gordon is going to be wearing that 4-star jacket all the damn time. Now, was that a deadly amount of toxin for Commissioner Gordon to be sniffing? Like, what the hell? Oh, yeah, he does look decrepitly old. That was one of the things, man. Old people looked old back in the day. Now old people all look about 45. Like, hey, I'm 60, but I'm trying to be 45 still. I think it's quite possible that George Clooney was still on ER when this came out. Oh, the bat signal, it doesn't include Robin. They didn't modify the bat signal to look like the little logo we saw at the beginning of the movie. Finally, a villain has a plan to destroy the bat signal. If we destroy the bat signal, Batman will never show up and kick her ass. Right? I mean, some of these movies, it's kind of like the bat signal ushers in Batman to go to the conflict. And then other times, it's like, this is the signal we put up when we want to talk. Which I totally buy the latter far more reasonably. She looks like she's using a Mac. Like that. I think this was called an iBook back in the day. Earlier Apple laptop with the obnoxious color scheme. Because the iMac was such a thing, and they tried to, bring that everywhere. The iMac, though, that look never really got to the iPod. The first iPods had, I guess they kind of did. It had this acrylic thing going for it, too. But then that was replaced more metal, so... Alfred, you gotta tell us what was in the box. What's in the box? Come on. Oh, more memories there from Bruce. Well, at least we have Bruce appreciating Alfred in this movie. Previous 3 movies, not so much. Oh, a kiss on the neck. That's a little something. The return of the Bruce-Alfred dynamic. Fairly strong in the Nolan films. Thus far with... Actually, I can't speak too much for Batfleck. So I've only seen Batman vs. Superman. But R-Pats and the New Zealand guy, I don't know, seem a little antagonistic towards each other. A little bickering. And then there, a little bit of a come to Jesus. Okay, now that you're in the hospital, that. Hey, you shouldn't be reading my mail, man. You're the butler. You shouldn't be going through this shit. Oh, she hacked the Bat archives. So this tells her who Batman and Robin are? And she's grinning like a villain. Combined powers of the telescope reflecting crystal will complete my freezing engine. Okay, so we're going... We kind of needed Bruce Wayne and co. to fund and replace that telescope to work the big scheme, huh? Oh, there is a Robin signal. It's not a bat light, it's a Robin signal. Oh my god. Okay, I thought they broke the bat signal, but they replaced it with a Robin signal, so Ivy has thrown up the Robin signal to go talk with Robin. I mean, they should know at this point she's a bad guy. But Robin's in denial. Even though he should be kind of flirting with Barbara. Kinda, I mean, they've had some moments. Do you need crystals to work a telescope? I don't think so, but I'm not an astronomer. Hey, don't call him a nutball. You won't get frozen. And those 2 astronomers are now, I'm guessing, kind of dead because they're frozen. I don't know. You know, you can kind of get away with the violence of freezing people to death because it's like you can't expect kids in the audience to replicate that. Oh, I'm so concerned that my son's going to shoot his younger brother with a freeze ray after seeing Batman and Robin. Not so much, right? So what's to worry about? If revenge is after of cold, put it on Sunday. It's time to feast. Okay, whatever. I think I am big time regretting watching this. All right, so you say tonight hell freezes over. So Gotham's hell, is that the... I don't know why, but there's beams of lasers in the Batcave. Now, we had that intruder alert sort of thing going on in Batman Forever. But this one seemed to do the intruder alert while at the same time knowing it was Barbara. Like, hey, just go ahead and say you're Barbara and we'll, okay, you read your line, I'll read my line. Anticipating you'd want to hang out with the boys, I created a Batgirl costume for you. Does yours have nipples? Oh, we got a butt shot. And you know what? It kind of does. But under, it's like it does, but there's also a bra over them. Like, it's bizarre. Robin has a very, I don't know, it's sort of an Art Deco looking motorcycle there. But hey, he arrived to the Robin signal. Okay, so this is like a layer that is alive. Vines moving around. Those flowers look rather feathery. Man, the way her eyebrows are excessively arched, not good. You know, I think her eyebrows are in red, and then they painted eyebrows above that. Something. That is not a natural eyebrow line right there. Why tell him the plan? When kissing, you won't stop him. Uh-oh. Oh, that looks like a kiss. Why is he not dying? Rubber lips are immune to your charms. Would you just dab some rubber cement on there? Oh no, quick acting vines. At least it weren't CGI. Does her hair actually look worse than it did earlier when it was the double beehive? And we have really done very little to establish Barbara Gordon as being a competent fighter. Mentioned something about judo. I think that Joel Schumacher was really upset at the figure. What the hell? We just had a shot of Robin poking his head out of the water, and then they played it in reverse so that he like bobs up and down. Joel Schumacher was disappointed by the figure of Alicia Silverstone. Not super thin. Okay, so she has a knife. It's a small one. We just heard Hiya again. Oh my god. Curses, no. I don't understand. When Robin entered the facility, Poison Ivy was lounging in this flower, and now she got knocked into it and it's attacking her. Wow, we're talking about PC over here? We've kind of replaced PC with woke, haven't we? Bat person. Are you a batting person? You know, like birthing person? I think they actually killed Poison Ivy with whatever... The Venus flytrap thing, she screamed, kicked her feet around, but we didn't see her stop kicking or, now it opens up and there's a skeleton. None of that. So I don't know. I'm conflicted. Freeze ray. How are you going to freeze all of Gotham from one position? Don't you need this thing to, I don't know, move around a bit so you can circle strafe the whole city? Somewhat ambitious effect idea here. It's not absolutely horrendous. I mean, in parts, some of these frozen things after the fact look a little sus. Cops coming in with their like 1930s looking cars. And then you end up with like bendy ice after the fact. Which ice shouldn't be, real bendy, right? All right, what the hell have we done? Have we modified our bat ensemble to be winterized? We have 11 minutes to thaw the city. What? How? How do you come to that? There's that freeze bulldozer. Yeah, it looks like we got miniatures running around over here. I don't know what Batman thinks he's driving. It's like the bat snowmobile almost, or sled. Oh, because this can reflect the beam? Like, how... Okay, so how do you do that? Like, wouldn't the beam just freeze the surface that you shot it at? Instead of reflecting back? Like, I don't fully get it. It's not light. It's not light being reflected by a mirror. Wow. That has got to be the all-time range on the Batman grapple hook. No sign of the snowman. Maybe he melted. Oh, we have our special freeze, I don't know, freeze suits here with silver lining. Everyone, install the bat heater pods. Thaw these astronomers. Yet you see that? She has like a Batgirl bra over the chest armor. Integrated in, totally. I am just about out of popcorn, boys and girls. There's a thawing beam. Who would have installed the thawing beam, you know, if this was Freeze doing? Can use the satellite to thaw Gotham? I don't know, he said he had 11 minutes to thaw Gotham, and that counter over there said almost 12 minutes still. No. Man, the grapple always grapples something, doesn't it? It's never out of reach. Though that chunk of ice fell. Uh-oh, is she going to save you, Robin? Is it her turn? I mean, I'll kind of accept that. You know, he's rescued her once, now she rescues him. It's not Batgirl saves Bruce Wayne, like Dick Grayson and Bruce Wayne throughout the movie. It's not beating you over the head like, you guys can't do this unless Batgirl shows up and does it for you. Not the worst move right there. Kind of a bungee jump type move. Okay, look. 11:54. Am I wrong, or is that clock not moving realistically? Or are we looking at minutes there and it's about to go to midnight? Like, what is it? Because I thought we were doing a countdown type thing. The astronomers are calling him a dirty fighter? For what? Oh, they kicked the tube of venom out. It looks like some of it's separated from his mask anyway, so... Wow, the reverse effect on that was hard and fast. Bane loses the tube of venom and is immediately a tiny shrimp. Antonio. The heat is on. Now you have to be punched. No! He fell on the crystals. Again, I'm confused what the clock was suggesting. All right, we're going to heat up Gotham now. There we go. So are we reversing this into a freeze, from a freeze ray to a heat beam? Though I was under the impression that Mr. Freeze had to stay cold. Kind of seems like he's really screwed now. We're like blasting heat at the city. Batman, you're doing it. Uh-oh, he installed ice bombs. And then rolled over. Bane whimpering in the subtitles. Well, Batman's freeze suit here accentuates the like bikini briefs in silver. It's a look. It's not a look anybody requested. Okay, wait. Those scientists are going to get rescued, right? Yeah, like we haven't done this already. Everybody has to fall in this area and grapple to safety. All right, well, we won't be using that telescope again. Well, at least they're appreciative. You know, they're saying thank you. The movie teaches you manners. I think we have exhausted the grapple in this movie, like, big time. Man, everything the hard way. Oh, we got the feminist angle going, don't we? Watch and learn, little boy? Oh, yeah, like Robin's gonna say, watch and learn, little girl. He ain't gonna have a line like that. But again, it would be worse if it was today, wouldn't it? I mean, Batgirl helped out here with her computer know-how. So she had something to do. Really, each of them had something to do. Oh, yeah, everybody's just unfrozen all... Look at that bendy... Okay, the cop that opened the door, there is a excessively bendy ice sickle. And I'm not even sure why it's going off that side of the car instead of straight down, but... Bulldog took the longest piss. It doesn't even have an owner. You don't see stray bulldogs like that. Okay, so I figured it out. Batgirl has a bat corset over the costume. Come on, kill me. Kill me like you killed my wife. I didn't kill your wife. That was Ivy. Huh? Is that what we're gonna... Oh, you have surveillance footage? As I told you, lady fries when I pull her plug. It's a one-woman show. When was that? How did you record that? Hold on. she pulled the plug, but Batman's team found her and restored her. So wait a minute. Is this going to work out for a happy ending for Freeze, the Freeze family, the Freezes, keeping up with the Freezes? It says Victor Freeze, Fries. It looks like fries to me. Go to McDonald's and ask for a small freeze. They'll tell you that you can't have a small freeze because the ice cream machine's down. You're still a doctor, Mr. Freeze, so I need your help too. What do we got here? Is this like Predator? Like he's going to go to the arm, type in some numbers, and the detonation goes off, maniacal laugh. No, he hands him 2 vials. Take 2 of these twice daily and call me in the morning. So he does crack a joke in there. So what's this? Is this to find off the McGregor's disease? Which it can't. I'll have your wife move to the lab at Arkham. Okay. You'll be able to continue your research there. Arkham Asylum has a lab where they're going to let an inmate do research. Okay, whatever. Anyhow, it looks like 2-time gold medalist decathlete Victor Freeze here had the cure to the McGregor syndrome the whole time, but it can't be the same thing that his wife had, or he would have cured her already, correct? And boy, do Robin and Batgirl look like they've been in a fight. Like, they look like they've had a long night. Oh, wait. Ivy's okay. He loves me not. What? She's got a flower. They let her have a flower in there. But this he loves me not. To whom is she talking? Not. Why are they sharing a cell? They let him have his suit in there. A bitter harvest, winter has come at last. If only he said winter is coming. So, both villains survived? That's a new one for a Batman film. Hell, Antonio's probably there somewhere in the basement of Arkham too, you know? Well, Alfred, you look much better. I mean, for a walking corpse. Hey, it's morning. You're supposed to call him in the morning. I mean, the processing and everything over at Arkham moves so fast, didn't it? I take 2 of these, call me in the morning, he's up. I'm assuming this is really the next day. We'd already had the villains at Arkham, you know, their cells, everything was ready to go. Counting on somebody else is the only way to win. And knowing is half the battle. Oh, now she's saying she did it all by herself. Okay. That's pretentious. I mean, she did help some. Really, everybody made a contribution. I can't fault for that. Jesus Christ, look at the mitt on George Clooney. Man, this would be so anticlimactic if I was Batman. Oh wait, Alfred's not going to put a hand in? What? Come on, you need to have Alfred put his hand in. The three of these guys run, into the beam, right? And then have Alfred like slowly waddle behind with a serving tray. That's how you needed to end this movie. We're going to need a bigger Batcave. Okay. Smashing Pumpkins performed The End is the Beginning is the End. I nailed it. I got the title right. Except I'm wrong. I think The Beginning is the End is the Beginning is the moody version that doesn't play in the movie, but it's kind of included on the soundtrack. Miss B. Haven. Misbehavin'. That was Vivica A. Fox. No real word on Batman's girlfriend. Kind of seems like she didn't need to be there, Sandra Taylor, one of the debutantes. I think she was in Speed 2. Under Siege 2. Dark Territory, or what was it? Yeah, she was like the server gal on the train. I think so. So this is the more upbeat song right here, but wow. Yeah, it's not the moody version, but yeah, there were some other songs on the soundtrack that had something going. Mr. Freeze's hairstylist. You've got to be shitting me. Dr. Freeze has a hairstylist. I mean, it said Mr. Freeze, so I guess that's assuming for Arnold for the two shots where he had hair. Wow, this was not good. I can kind of see why I put off ever watching this movie. Did you kind of enjoy it? I mean, man, it's weird to think that a not good movie from the 90s still has something interesting going, where nowadays what we see is berating of virtue signaling and everything is CGI. It's good to see occasional miniatures, practical effects. Seeing white guys do stuff without getting a lecture about elite privilege, woke attitude crap. Well, let me know what you'd like me to opine on next. Till next time, adios.